Now let's take a further look at the demand for a better minimum wage for Nigerian workers. And I'm now being joined live from our Abuja studios by the head of Legislative Liaison in the Nigeria Labour Congress. He's Mr. Uche Ekwe. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Now, on May the 1st, precisely Tuesday next week, Nigerian workers will troop out to mark another Workers' Day. What are your expectations as this year's event draws closer?
Yeah, of course, you know that every worker, basically now, the major interest is on the minimum wage. What happens with the minimum wage? Of course, as you are aware, the process is on. In the past 2 days, precisely on the 26th and 27th, there have been public hearings in the 6 geopolitical zones, including Abuja and Lagos, where representations from the state government contingent in all these geopolitical zones met with the workers from those geopolitical zones to make their presentations. And for us in the labor movement, of course, we presented our demand, which, as you have mentioned earlier, is 66,500. Of course, the workers in all these areas have followed those public hearings and the submission by the states. A good number of the states did not make categorical statements on what they think they will pay. The only state that have been very categorical in saying what they will, in making an offer, what they think the minimum wage should be, is Jigawa State, which made an offer of 43,000. And of course, we now expect that the Central Committee will be meeting anytime from now to now collect the submissions from these centers.
Well, Mr. Ekwe, how have the talks been so far? If I may come in here, have the talks been favorable?
Well, you can't say whether the talk is favorable now until there is collation.
Okay.
From the federal part, they've not made any submission. Favorable, you can say, from the point that you hear a number of the states saying, okay, whatever is agreed finally by this tripartite committee, which includes, of course, the representative of federal government, the representative of the state government, and the private employers represented by NECA, and of course the labor movement. A good number of the states have said that whatever is agreed at that tripartite body, they will implement. The only seeming dissenting voice so far could be that of Rivers State Governor, who is advocating that the states should be allowed to fix their wages. For us, we feel that is retrogressive. What we are calling for is a national benchmark, like as is obtained all elsewhere in the world. The United States, for example, have a national benchmark. And of course, states can improve on the national benchmark. The minimum wage is the minimum shop floor, which no employer should go below. The state can choose to go higher or maintain the benchmark.
But Mr. Ekwe, you know a lot of states found it even difficult to pay the current minimum wage, which is 18,000 naira. So how do you expect them to pay 66,500 naira?
Yeah, talking about difficulty in paying is a matter of choice. In primary economics, the first things you learn is about what you call opportunity cost, scale of preference, and choice. It depends on what the state governors or the state government takes out their priority. You take, for example, a state that have is not among those who receive the highest from Federation account, like Jigawa State. It's up to date in payment. It's not owing pensions. It's not owing gratuity. And we still have some other states who we know that they receive a very big chunk from the Federation account. Take, for example, a state like Bayelsa, and doesn't have too much workforce, still defaulting in payment. So it's a matter of choice. It's a matter of choice, and you see those same governments, same states that claim they don't have money. The governors have over 24 vehicles in his convoy.
So you're still calling for prudence.
Those vehicles,
Mr. Ekwe, you think prudence is the watchword for the state to be able to meet up?
That's the key word. Okay. So the governors have chosen to invest the state fund in some other things, some white elephant projects. Of course, in paying for the contractors, of course, there will be huge mismanagement. Some of the projects are paid for and never executed. So it's a choice.
Thank you so much, Mr. Uche Ekwe, for speaking with us on the News at 10.